Hello student, today we are going to discuss some examples of subgroup. In previous lecture we also seen that some examples of subgroup. Here, so for next example is let G be a group. Let G be a group of all non-zero complex numbers G equal to A plus IB, such that AB belongs to set of real number and A is not equal to 0, B is not equal to 0. Let H equal to A plus IB such that A square plus B square equal to 1. Then prove that H is a subgroup of G. H is a subgroup of G with respect to H is a subgroup of G with respect to multiplication. Okay. Here G is given that set of non-zero complex number. Okay. And H is a given set such that elements of the form A plus IB such that A square plus B square equal to 1. This is a given set of, clearly said that H is a subset of G, but only to show that H is a subgroup of G or not. Where by using theorem, S is a subgroup of G, you can only there AB inverse belongs to S or which is closed under given binary operation and inverse element existing. Here H is given that elements of the form such that A square plus B square, means complex number is of the form when there if A square plus B square equal to 1, then elements are belongs to in H. How to showing H is subgroup. Suppose that any element x equal to A plus IB, choosing two elements from H. Here clearly seen that with respect to multiplication, okay, 1 plus 0i, which is not equal to 0 complex number. Okay, 1 is also complex number. So identity element belongs to H, because identity of complex number is 1. Therefore, identity element belongs to H. Identity belongs to H. Therefore, H is non-empty subset. But to showing H is subgroup means to AB inverse belongs to H. This showing here to show that AB inverse belongs to H. Choosing two elements x equal to A plus IB and C plus Y equal to C plus ID. Here Y is a complex number, then to showing XY inverse belongs to H. But inverse of complex number is of the form C plus ID. Where how to finding inverse element 1 upon C plus ID is numerator and denominator multiply by their complex conjugate, means C minus ID divided by C minus ID. We get a value C minus ID divided by C square plus T square. Okay, when if their multiplication means C plus ID, C square minus C square plus D square, C plus ID into C minus ID, we get a value C minus ID divided by C square minus D square. Okay, this is value of inverse of Y, means Y inverse, value of Y inverse is C minus ID divided by C square plus D square. But x belongs to in H. X is element of the set H, means H satisfies this property. A square plus B square equal to 1. Similarly, Y belongs to H, means this also satisfies, means c square plus d square also equal to 1. Here a square plus b square also equal to value 1. Therefore if y inverse belongs to h, you can only c divided by c square plus d square plus c square divided by c square plus a square and this here d square divided by c square plus d square, here c their square whole square. Okay, here we get a value c square plus d square because denominator is same, and therefore c square plus d square square, but value of c square plus d square is equal to 1, and 1 divided by 1 we will get a value 1. Therefore inverse element, this inverse element is also belongs to in h, means x belongs to x, y inverse belongs to h, and we get to showing xy inverse belongs to h, means value of x into y inverse, x into y, we get value something, value is here and there value is some of this of the form value, we get square of this number, and square of this number is equal to 1, then xy inverse also belongs to in h, and we get a h is a subgroup of G. Okay, to solution of this example, solution, let G be a group, let G be a group of all non-zero complex number, all non-zero complex numbers, such that G equal to a plus ib, where ab belongs to set of real number and a is not equal to 0, b is not equal to 0, that is G equal to set of complex number minus singleton 0. Okay, that is this is equal to, this is also a notation of C star. Okay, and h equal to, given set h is of the form a plus ib, such that a square plus b square equal to 1, elements of the form a plus ib such that their squaring of their coefficient is sum of square of their coefficient is 1. Okay, a square plus b square equal to 1, to show h is a subgroup of G. How to show h is a subgroup of G? That is to show that for AB belongs to H, then AB inverse belongs to H. Let H is a subset of G. Clearly here we see that H is a subset of G. Okay, also here also 1 plus 0i equal to 1, and 1 belongs to H, because when their square is 1 square plus 0 square equal to 1, and therefore their value is 1 also belongs to H, therefore H is 1 belongs to H, which implies that H is a non-empty. H is a non-empty, means H contains at least one element in H contains at least one element of G. Okay, therefore H is a non-empty subset. Now to choosing two elements from H, let suppose choosing Z1 equal to a plus ib and Z2 equal to suppose that c plus id. This is choosing two complex number from H. This belongs to H, this belongs to H. Z1 belongs to H, Z2 belongs to H, which implies that a square plus b square value must be 1, because this element in H, and H is the elements of the form a square plus b square equal to 1. Okay, similarly here c square plus d square value must be 1. Okay, c square plus d square value must be 1, and to finding inverse of Z2. Okay, that is now Z2 inverse equal to, because Z1 into Z2 inverse belong to showing Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H. Here notation changing here, Z1 Z2. Similarly here Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H, because here elements are choosing Z1 Z2. Okay, therefore inverse of Z2 is of the form C plus ID. But how to finding inverse 1 upon C plus ID is element of the form. How to finding inverse element of Z2? We are multiply and divide by complex conjugate. Okay, means C minus ID divided by C minus ID, and we get a value C minus ID divided by C square plus D square, because C plus ID into C minus ID value must be C square plus D square. Okay, but to Z2 inverse belongs to H or not? How to finding here Z2 inverse belongs to H or not? We have to show. This is also written as C divided by C square plus D square minus I D divided by C square plus D square. Here only splitting or separating divide for this value. Okay, therefore to showing Z2 inverse belongs to H or not? How to showing Z2 inverse belongs to H? If inverse of this element and square of this element plus square of this element equal to value must be 1, then this Z2 inverse belongs to H. If not, then Z2 inverse not belongs to H. Here consider C divided by C square plus D square and bracket square plus D divided by C square plus D square. Here minus sign means minus D square. Okay, if minus sign here given or not, because minus square of minus is positive. Okay, then their value must be C square divided by C square plus D square divided by C square plus D square, and we get a C square plus D square divided by C square plus D square value must be 1, because C square plus D square 1 and C square plus D square equal to also 1, and we get a value 1, and therefore Z2 inverse belongs to Z2 inverse belongs to H. Okay, therefore Z2 inverse belongs to H. Okay, then now to show that Z1 into Z2, to showing that Z1 into to show Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H. If Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H, then H is a subgroup of G. Okay, consider Z1 into Z2 inverse equal to, what is value of Z1? What value of Z1 is A plus IB into Z2 inverse. Value of Z2 inverse is C minus ID divided by C square plus D square, and then their multiplication is AC minus divided by C square plus D square as it is, and multiplication of A plus IB into C minus ID is A into C, AC minus A into AID plus IBC, and I square value minus 1, sorry, I into I square value minus 1, minus get plus, and B into D, and we get separating real part and imaginary part separate. We get a AC plus BD divided by C square plus D square, and here plus I imaginary part we get separating here, I get common BC minus AD divided by C square plus D square. Okay, this is value of Z1 plus Z2 inverse. Okay, to showing Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H if square of this element and square of this element is equal to 1, then Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H. Consider now, then consider also here also c square plus d square, value of c square plus d square is 1. Okay, therefore putting this value is here, AC plus BD plus I into BC minus ED, because value of since c square plus d square equal to 1. Okay, c square plus d square value must be 1 here, and therefore we get a Z1 into Z2 inverse value must be 1, value must be AC plus BD plus I into BC minus AD. Okay, here also Z2 inverse, value of Z2 inverse is what is value of Z2 inverse? Z2 inverse, value of Z2 inverse is C minus ID only remaining, or not this value or this whole value, or only C minus ID is inverse of Z2. Okay, then to show that this square of this element plus square of this element equal to 1 or not. Now consider AC plus BD square plus BC minus AD square equal to, square of this element is first bracket square is AC square plus 2 into AC BD plus BD square plus BC square minus 2BC AD plus AD square. Okay, we get solving this 2 ECBD we get cancel, and remaining only AC square plus BD square plus BC square plus AD square. Okay, this value is only remaining. Then squaring, splitting here, squaring, we get AC square means A square C square plus B square D square plus B square C square plus A square D square we get. Then commoning here, this term and this term, common element is A square, we get A square, and remaining part is C square plus D square, plus similarly this term here common element is B square. Okay, then B square here common, C square plus and D square we get a value A square plus B square into C square plus and D square, but value of A square plus B square equal to 1, because Z1 belongs to 1, and then A square plus B square equal to 1. Similarly here C square plus D square value must be 1 into 1 we get a 1. Okay, therefore there square of this element plus square of this element equal to 1, we get a Z1 into Z2 inverse value must be in H. Okay, therefore Z1 into Z2 inverse, therefore Z1 into Z2 inverse belongs to H. Okay, and therefore by theorem, what is theorem? If S is non-empty subset of G is subgroup. If S is a non-empty subset of G is subgroup of G, if and only AB inverse belongs to H, and therefore Z1 Z2 inverse belongs to H, therefore H is a subgroup of non-zero complex number. H is a subgroup of G, means subgroup of non-zero complex number. Okay, this is a very simple example, and this is very important example for university exam. Now then next example or theorem. Next example or theorem. Let theorem let H be a subgroup of let H be a subgroup of G. Let H be a subgroup of G and A belongs to H. Then prove that if here given that H is a subgroup of G, H is already a subgroup of G and any element belongs to H, means A belongs to H, then prove that AH A inverse, this is set of the form element AH A inverse where H belongs to given set H. Okay, is also subgroup of G, is also subgroup of G. Okay, how to showing this set is here given that H is a subgroup of G. Okay, any group G here given, binary operation whatever may be apply here, and H is a subgroup of G. To showing that this set is AH inverse equal to elements of the form such that AH A inverse where this H belongs to this set H. Okay, is also subgroup of G. Okay, how to showing this element is subgroup of G or not. Okay, how to showing here by using theorem. Let choose any two elements of the form. Suppose that let choosing proof of this theorem. Let choose any two elements this set in that set. Suppose that let A belongs to AH A inverse and B also other element B also belongs to in AH A inverse. If A and B belongs to AH inverse, then A element is of the form A H1 into A inverse and B equal to A H2 A inverse where H1 and H2 also belongs to your subgroup H. Okay, then to show that AB inverse belongs to H, means AB inverse belongs to AH A inverse. Okay, this element is belongs to AH A inverse, means AH A inverse is a subgroup of G. Okay, consider AB inverse equal to what is value of A is AH1 A inverse into B inverse, means their inverse AH2 A inverse. Okay, then solving these two terms we get A, this term as it is AH1 A inverse into here inverse by using this term by using result AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse. By using this result, if G is a group, then AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse, and this is AB inverse equal to A inverse B inverse when G is a abelian group. Okay, but here given that G is abelian or not, but G is a group, then use this result AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse. Okay, here suppose that this element AH is A and A inverse is B element, then here A inverse of inverse into into AH2. Okay, AH2 inverse. Okay, because here given that AH2 A inverse means here given that A equal to AH2 and B equal to A inverse, then AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse, means B inverse is A inverse and into A inverse here AH2 inverse. Okay, there only this is writing here A inverse into AH2 inverse. Okay, then separating again by using here by AB inverse equal to by using AB inverse equal to B inverse A inverse by using this result. Okay, therefore AH, this term as it is AH1 A inverse into here again apply this result on this term, we get inverse of this element A inverse of A inverse is A itself. Okay, then applying this in next step, and again here by using this result. Okay, H2 inverse into A inverse. Okay, and we get AH1 into A inverse inverse of this element. What is inverse of A inverse is A itself into H2 inverse A inverse by inverse element of A inverse is A itself. Okay, and we get therefore by using associative property AH1 by using associative property AH1 into A inverse A into H2 inverse A inverse. Okay, by using associative property, because G is a group and all elements of the form H, and H is also subgroup means it is also group itself, therefore we satisfy associative property. Okay, therefore by associative property, but value by inverse property, value of A inverse into A is A itself. We get a AH1 here direct by using inverse and identity property, value must be E and into H2 inverse A inverse by inverse and identity property. Okay, by inverse and identity property, because A into A inverse equal to E, and any element E into A equal to A itself, we get a by using A into A inverse equal to E, AH1 into E into H2 inverse A inverse, value must be AH1 into H2 inverse into A inverse. Okay, to showing AB inverse belongs to H, how to, but this element is of the form AH1 into H2 inverse into A inverse. Okay, now here H1 and H2 are elements of the set H, because here given condition that H belongs to H, here also H1 and H2 belongs to H, and H is a subgroup of G. H is a subgroup of G, which implies that H satisfies this property, means H1 into H2 inverse belongs to H. Okay, because H is a subgroup by theorem, H1 into H2 inverse also belongs to in H. Okay, which implies that this element here H1 into H2 inverse belongs to H, and this element is of the form AH A inverse, means here middle element is of the H1 into H2, and this element is of the set this set H. Okay, H1 into H2 is element of the set H. Okay, therefore which implies that H1 into H2 inverse into A inverse belongs to AH A inverse. Why this is belongs to AH A inverse? Because this element is of the form of element of the given set, this element is of the form of element of this set AH A inverse. Okay, because this middle element is of the form middle element is in a given set H. Okay, therefore H1 H2 belongs to also in H. Therefore this A this element says that H into A inverse, means this all term is belongs to in given set AH A inverse, and therefore AB inverse belongs to AH A inverse, and therefore by theorem, what is theorem? S is a subgroup of G if and only AB inverse belongs to S. By using this theorem, or this theorem is says that two step subgroup test. Okay, therefore AH A inverse is a subgroup of AH A inverse is a subgroup of G. Okay, then next example or theorem. Next theorem is next theorem here. Let next theorem is let or intersection of two subgroup is again a intersection of two subgroup is here. Intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup. This is very important theorem for university exam. Is union of two subgroup is union of two subgroup is again a subgroup or not. Okay, this is question here, but here theorem says that intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup, means if any group G has any two subgroup H, and suppose that H and K is two subgroup of G. Okay, suppose that here how to showing this intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup, means suppose that H and K is subgroup of G. Okay, G is a group and H and K are two subgroup of G. Then to showing that H intersection K, means their intersection is also subgroup of G. Okay, this theorem says that, means H intersection K is subgroup of G or not. Okay, here theorem says that intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup. This intersection is again a subgroup. Okay, finite intersection is also subgroup of this, but here given that intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup. In generally, intersection of finite subgroup is again a subgroup. Okay, but union of this subgroup is union of two subgroup, means H union K is subgroup or not. If this is not subgroup, then give counter example which fails this condition. And if to show this H intersection K is subgroup or not, how to showing this is, suppose that choosing any two elements, suppose AB belongs to H intersection K. If suppose that AB belongs to two elements, choosing from this element, here H intersection K is non-empty. Why it is non-empty? Because H contains identity element C, similarly K contains identity element E. Okay, and then if their intersection, then identity element must be in their intersection. Okay, because H contains identity element, means identity, and K is also identity element, but identity element is unique always. therefore this identity value is same, then their intersection is must be identity element. Okay, we get at least one only in a H intersection K. Next, then to show that AB inverse belongs to H intersection K, choosing two elements from H intersection K. Okay, H intersection K means A also belongs to H and B also belongs to K. Okay, to showing that AB inverse belongs to H, and H is a subgroup here. AB belongs to H and not R, because they here intersection, and AB also belongs to in K, but H is a subgroup, K is also subgroup, because here intersection of two subgroup means H and K are firstly subgroup, then their intersection also subgroup. Okay, here AB belongs to H and AB also belongs to K, then H is a subgroup means AB inverse belongs to H. Here also AB inverse also belongs to in K, and then if their intersection, then AB inverse also belongs to in their intersection means AB inverse belongs to H intersection K. Therefore, AB inverse belongs to H intersection K. By theorem says that H intersection K is a subgroup of G. It is a very simple proof of, but union of this subgroup or not. Now, this is showing by counter example. Union of two subgroup is not a subgroup if choosing two elements Z is G equal to Z and 2Z equal to H and 3Z equal to, suppose that K. Okay, then their intersection is whatever may be. Okay, then H union K equal to 2Z union 3Z means element of the form AB is element of the form means suppose choosing H union of two subgroup is not subgroup, then give counter example. Suppose 2 belongs to 2Z and 3 belongs to 3Z, then their addition means which is close under this is Z is a group with respect to addition. Similarly, 2Z is a group with respect to addition means NZ. This is NZ, N only 2 and 3 given H and K. Okay, 2 plus 3 equal to 5, but 5 does not belong to 2Z union 3Z, because this element is either this set or this set, but this set does not contain 5 and 3Z also does not contain 5 means which is not closed under given binary operation addition, therefore which is not a subgroup. Okay, proof of this theorem. Let G be a group. Let G be a group. Intersection of two subgroup is again a subgroup. Okay, let G be a group and H and K be two subgroups of G. Okay, two subgroup of G means two subgroup of G. To show that H intersection K is subgroup of G. H intersection K is subgroup of G. Okay. Firstly, H intersection K is subgroup of G. Okay. Let AB belongs to H. Any elements of AB belongs to H, and H is a subgroup, which implies that AB inverse belongs to H. Also say that CD belongs to K, which implies that C into D inverse also belongs to K. Okay. Now for also H and K are non-empty subsets of G. Okay, non-empty subset of G. Here H is a non-empty subset of G and H and K are subgroup of G means H contains, or here only say that in symbolically H is subgroup of G, which implies that identity elements also belongs to G. and also K is subgroup of G, which implies that identity elements also belongs to in K, and then if H intersection K, then their intersection means identity element must be in their intersection. Therefore H intersection K is non-empty. Okay, therefore H intersection K is non-empty subset of G. To show that, now to let choosing any two elements, let AB belongs to H intersection K, and to show AB inverse belongs to H intersection K, because to show H intersection K is a subgroup. And consider AB belongs to H intersection K, which implies that AB belongs to H and, because not or, AB belongs to H intersection K, which implies that AB elements also in H and AB elements also in K. AB belongs to also in K. Okay, which implies that AB belongs to H and H is a subgroup, AB belongs to K and K is also subgroup, which implies that AB inverse belongs to H and AB inverse also belongs to in K, because H and K are subgroup of G, which implies that if AB inverse also belongs to in their intersection, which implies that AB inverse also belongs to in their intersection. Therefore AB inverse belongs to H intersection K, which implies that H intersection K is subgroup of G. Okay, then next video to show that is union or not. Okay.